The emergency beacon screamed across subspace, its shrill digital cry piercing through the void between star systems. Admiral Korvax of the Galactic Defense Coalition received the distress call on his flagship's bridge, where holographic displays painted the tactical situation in harsh blue light. "Sir, we have multiple Zilithian dreadnoughts converging on Kepler Station," reported his tactical officer, mandibles clicking nervously. "The station's shields are failing. They're requesting immediate assistance." Korvax studied the readouts with his 4 compound eyes. Kepler Station housed over 50,000 civilians from a dozen different species, a vital research facility on the edge of Coalition space. The Zilithians, those ruthless insectoid warriors, had chosen their target well. "How long until our nearest battle group arrives?" Korvax demanded. 18 hours, sir. The station won't last 6. The Admiral's chitinous plates shifted with frustration. In desperation, he opened a general frequency to all vessels in the sector. "This is Admiral Korvax to all ships. We have a Priority 1 emergency at Kepler Station. Any ship capable of combat assistance, please respond immediately. Repeat, any ship will do." The response came faster than expected, crackling through the comm system with surprising clarity. "Admiral, this is Captain James Mitchell of the independent vessel Defiant, Star. We're 3 hours out from Kepler Station. My crew and I volunteered to assist." Korvax felt his primary heart skip a beat. He knew that name. Every military commander in the galaxy did. Captain James Mitchell, the human who had earned a reputation for impossible victories during the Proxima conflicts. But the Defiant Star was supposedly just a modified cargo hauler. "Captain Mitchell," Korvax replied carefully, "while we appreciate your courage, this is a job for capital ships. The Zilithians have deployed 3 dreadnoughts. Perhaps you could assist with civilian evacuation?" "Negative, Admiral. We're combat ready. And inbound. Defiant Star out." The connection terminated, leaving Korvax staring at his tactical display. He'd heard rumors about human vessels, about their tendency to punch far above their weight class, but surely no single ship could stand against 3 Zilithian dreadnoughts. 3 hours later, Korvax watched his long-range sensors in disbelief. The Defiant Star had indeed arrived at Kepler Station, but what his instruments detected defied all logic. The signature was massive, easily matching a Coalition battlecruiser. How was that possible? "Sir," his sensor operator whispered, "I'm reading. This can't be right." "What is it?" "The human vessel. It's not just engaging the Zilithians. It's winning." On the bridge of the Defiant Star, Captain James Mitchell stood calmly beside his navigation officer, Lisa Chen, as she coordinated their attack patterns with clinical precision. The ship around them hummed with barely contained power, fusion, reactors running at 110% capacity, magnetic accelerators charging for another devastating salvo. "Zilithian dreadnought Hive Piercer is breaking off," Lisa reported, her fingers dancing across her console. "Hull integrity at 30%. The Swarm Lord is trying to flank us." "Let them come," James replied, his voice steady. "Fire control. Prepare the particle lance, target their primary reactor." The Defiant Star wasn't what she appeared to be. Originally a mining vessel, James and his crew had spent 5 years transforming her into something unique in the galaxy. Human engineering at its finest, redundant systems, overcharged weapons, and armor plating that could withstand a direct hit from a plasma cannon. But more than that, she carried something the Zilithians hadn't encountered before. Human determination, weaponized. "Firing solution locked," reported their weapons officer. "Fire." The particle lance erupted from the Defiant Star's ventral hull, a concentrated beam of annihilation that punched through the Swarm Lord's shields like they were tissue paper. The Zilithian dreadnought's reactor went critical, painting the void with brilliant white light. Lisa's tactical display updated in real time. 2 down, 1 to go. The Death Singer is powering up their main gun. "Then we'd better not give them the chance to use it," James said. He turned to their pilot. "Ramming speed." What happened next would be talked about in military academies for generations. The Defiant Star accelerated directly toward the remaining dreadnought, her reinforced bow glowing cherry red from the friction of displaced particles. At the last possible second, James ordered the ship to roll, bringing their dorsal weapon batteries to bear at point-blank range. The combined firepower of 16 magnetic accelerators, 4 plasma cannons, and 2 fusion torpedoes struck the Death Singer simultaneously. The Zilithian vessel simply ceased to exist. Admiral Korvax arrived 4 hours later to find Kepler station intact and the debris field of 3 enemy dreadnoughts slowly cooling in space. The Defiant Star sat nearby, her hull scarred but unbroken. "Captain Mitchell," Korvax transmitted, his voice filled with a mixture of awe and respect. I don't understand. How is this possible?" James's reply came back with typical human understated pride. "Admiral, you said any ship would do. You didn't specify the size requirements." As Korvax studied the technical readouts of the battle, he began to understand something fundamental about humanity. They didn't just build ships, they built statements. The Defiant Star wasn't just a vessel. She was proof that human ingenuity could turn even the humblest cargo hauler into an instrument of righteous fury. Lisa Chen, monitoring the communications from her station, allowed herself a small smile. The Admiral had learned what she and James had known all along. When humans said they were ready for a fight, they meant it. In the aftermath, as rescue ships arrived to tend to Kepler station, Admiral Korvax added a new notation to his fleet protocols. When requesting assistance from human vessels, he would never again assume their capabilities based on their original classification, because sometimes any ship really would do, especially when that ship carried a human crew with something to prove.